Most daily deodorants come with a built-in set of compromises. By 3 p.m., the odor protection starts fading. The chemicals leave your skin irritated, and those yellow pit stains slowly ruin your favorite shirts. The obvious alternative is the clean beauty aisle, but natural deodorants have a reputation. You apply them in the morning, and by noon, you smell worse than if you wore nothing at all. That brings us to the Somada Crystal Deodorant. We are going to bypass the marketing claims and look strictly at the biological science, along with hundreds of unincentivized customer reviews, to see if a solid rock can actually stop body odor. First, the biology. Traditional antiperspirants use aluminum compounds to physically plug your sweat glands. Deodorants allow you to sweat naturally, but try to neutralize the bacteria that feed on that sweat. This chart maps out user skepticism against proven efficacy. As you can see by these highlighted reviews, a lot of people didn't believe a salt-based deodorant could work. The Somada Crystal contains one active ingredient, potassium alum. It is a purely natural deodorant, not an antiperspirant. It will not stop you from sweating. The data shows that potassium alum does stop odor. The real question you have to answer is whether the strict changes required for your morning routine are actually worth the final payoff. If you want this to work, there is a non-negotiable rule. You must apply the crystal directly out of the shower, onto perfectly clean, freshly washed skin. Microscopically, the crystal deposits a fine mineral layer on clean skin, lowering the pH to block odor-causing bacteria. But if you skip the shower and apply over yesterday's sweat, that pH-altering barrier is completely useless, and bacteria keep multiplying. The second requirement is water. The stone is completely solid. To transfer that mineral layer, you must apply it while your skin is wet from the shower, or run the crystal under a faucet. This means you lose the convenience of a traditional stick. You cannot grab this from your bag for a quick, dry midday touch-up in your car. Somada designed this specifically with a screw-off cap, abandoning the twist-up base you find on most deodorants, which frequently jam or break. Taking off the cap exposes almost the entire solid cylinder. Instead of just rubbing the small top surface, you can lay it flat and rub the long sides against your skin for faster, wider coverage. The drawback to this design is that there is no plastic casing holding the sides. You hold a wet, bare stone, which requires a firm grip to keep it from slipping. It demands a few extra seconds, wet hands, and precise timing right after you wash. In exchange, you get an entirely invisible barrier with zero white residue and zero stains on your clothing. If you are switching from conventional antiperspirants, there is a hurdle you have to clear. It is a biological transition phase that lasts anywhere from 1 to 4 weeks. For years, your body has received pore-clogging aluminum chlorohydrate. When that stops, your sweat glands finally unclog, and your skin's microbiome begins to recalibrate. During this period, you will likely experience a temporary increase in sweat volume and a stronger body odor as your system flushes out and rebalances. The best strategy to survive this window is simple hygiene. Wash your armpits midday with soap and reapply the wet stone. Be patient while your body adjusts. The reviews confirm the reward on the other side. Once your skin stabilizes, the crystal provides 24 to 48 hours of total odor elimination for most users. We also need to look at the strict financial return on investment. The upfront input cost for a single solid mineral salt block is under $10. This quadrant chart plots daily effort against cost savings and efficacy. Because it's a highly compressed solid mineral, it dissolves very slowly. Daily users report a single stone lasting between 1 to 2 years, pushing it high up on the impact and saving scale. Now, there is one critical physical vulnerability. If you drop a raw mineral stone on a hard bathroom tile, it will shatter into jagged pieces, and you will have to replace it. If you can endure the initial biological transition phase and handle the stone carefully when your hands are wet, the long-term financial and biological return on investment is anchored by a product that costs less than $1 a month. Let's map specific, real-world user profiles directly to the insights drawn from the data to see exactly who this works for. First is the frustrated sufferer. If you deal with highly sensitive skin or have a history of chemical rashes and painful breakouts from drugstore brands, this fits your profile. The Somada Crystal contains 0 parabens, 0 artificial fragrances, and no harsh synthetic chemicals. It relies on a single mineral to do the job. It is also highly effective for users experiencing sudden hormonal shifts, specifically pregnant or menopausal women navigating changes in their body chemistry. Instead of relying on heavy, nausea-inducing perfumes to mask the scent, the crystal reliably targets and neutralizes sudden, intense body odor spikes at the source. Parents searching for safe, effective hygiene options for their active teenagers should also take note. Verified review data shows the mineral stands up to heavy athletic sweat after gym class without exposing young skin to harsh synthetics. Then there is the value optimizer and the frequent traveler. You get a sub-$10 product that lasts a year, takes up minimal space, easily clears TSA rules, and never melts into a gel inside a hot gym bag or suitcase. Now, let's look at exactly who should avoid this product. If you suffer from hyperhidrosis or excessive, uncontrollable sweating, you should skip this. Somada is not an antiperspirant. It will not physically block wetness, which is the primary concern for hyperhidrosis sufferers. You will still sweat. You should also skip it if you are strictly unwilling to change your dry application morning habits, or if you simply refuse to endure a multi-week transition phase where you might smell worse before you smell better. For everyone else on the fence, you have to weigh an incredibly low financial risk against months of proven biological benefits. The Somada crystal isn't magic, it's biology. It demands upfront discipline and habit changes, but it rewards you with invisible, long-lasting reliability that relies on simple chemistry instead of complex synthetics.